Every January the 1st as a church, we celebrate the solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. So while in our civil calendar, in our civil society, while January the 1st is the beginning of the new year, as a church we celebrate it as the solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. It's actually an ancient Marian feast that we've celebrated on this day. Mary, the Mother of God, as we learned in our course in Christology, Mary was the mother of Jesus, but then there also arose this very high Christology, well, how it was that Mary was not simply the mother of Jesus, but also the mother of God, the Theotokos. And so that's what we celebrate every January 1st as a church. It was the first Marian feast in Rome, Mary, the Mother of God. And throughout the ages, there were other names for this day on January the 1st. We often refer to it as the octave of Christmas. We've spoken before about how it is that we celebrate the Christmas octave. For 8 days after Christmas, we celebrate that day as if it were Christmas. We celebrate it as we celebrate Christmas. And so today, January the 1st, is the 8th day of Christmas. And so it's also the octave day of Christmas. In the history of the church, we celebrated the circumcision of Jesus on this day, the day in which his parents took him to the temple to be circumcised as part of their observance of the Jewish law. And also, during the centuries, we celebrated the holy name of Jesus on this day as well. But today, the church celebrates then Mary, the Mother of God, on this January the 1st. It's a traditional day for us to pray for peace in the world, January the 1st, as we look toward the year ahead. How it is that we hope that our prayer of peace is heard by God and that peace is brought to this world. But January is also a significant month for us because we know that in our civil calendar, January the 1st is the day on which we make resolutions. It's the end of one year, the beginning of another. And so in many ways, we look toward the year behind and we look toward the year ahead. For us, January the 1st in our civil calendar is also a day on which we make resolutions. We look at the year behind us, we look at the year ahead of us, and we see how it is that we want to be different. How could the year ahead be different from the year behind us? And so we make resolutions. Did you know that the word January actually comes from a Roman god, Janus? Have you seen pictures of Janus, the Roman god? He has two faces, one facing backward and one facing forward. The symbolism is pretty clear. In January, we look back toward the year behind, like Janus, with two faces. We look at the year behind, but we also look ahead at the year to come. So it's a traditional day for us as Christians as well, to be able to look at the year behind and to look at the year ahead and say, well, how is it that we're going to be different this year as Christians and as Catholics? Will 2015 be any different from 2014? Or will we make some effort, call them resolutions or whatever we'd like to call them, some effort to be different during the days of this coming year? And so today, as we celebrate the solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God, on this January the 1st, we think about our own New Year's resolutions, not just with respect to physical health or relationships, but also how it is that we might take concrete steps during the coming year to be able to grow in our faith and to grow in our relationship with God and with those around us.